Well, take a look at some of these images from Wildfire County earlier tonight. A wildfire has been burning southeast of Coloma, forcing some residents from their homes. At 5:30, it covered 70 acres. Right now, it's at 400 acres. Fire officials are hoping Mother Nature can provide some assistance overnight as they fight to contain the blaze.
We are in drought conditions, as you know. The rain we've gotten has been very spotty, and we haven't gotten a good soaking rain across the area. On our sandy soils here in central Wisconsin, it takes a really good soaking, and it's of course harder when it's so dry and we have that drought.
And tonight we have team coverage following what officials have now named the pallet fire. Catherine Merck is live at the evacuation center in Coloma tonight. But first, we bring in Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and a look at the forecast, maybe how this is affecting it. Gary, I got to guess the wind probably didn't help things either.
No, the good news is at night the winds died down a little bit, so it usually doesn't spread the fire as much during the nighttime hours, but during the day that's a different issue. The big problem is the lack of rain. Over the last 5 days, take a look. Most of central and southern Wisconsin received very little or no rain at all. At a time of year where we should be getting about an inch of rain every week, and we've had very little rain since the start of May, other than a few spots that have picked up a lot, and you go 10 miles away and there's not nearly as much. So as we take a look at Doppler track, you can see a line of showers and thunderstorms developed up to the north. That's good news. That's heading in southward. The problem is whether or not it's going to hold together. The showers and storms have made it into La Crosse and are just west of Toma, heading down toward Richland Center. But 6-hour future track radar, at least from one of the computer models, shows those showers and storms heading toward Madison and then just kind of fizzling out, while the other model keeps the storms to the north and east and misses Madison and most of southern Wisconsin altogether, although that does bring at least a little bit better chances for rain up toward that fire. Relative humidities right now, 55% range roughly. We should be around 70% this time of night, so it is dry. High temperatures today, 87 Madison, 88 degrees in Janesville, but up to the north it was 90 in Camp Douglas, 90 in Wautoma. Right now, Wautoma is still at 80 degrees, while Madison's at 79. Back to the north, those temperatures are cooling off a little bit as the rain moves through, but here in Dane County, 75 in Perry, 76 in Mount Horeb, and 80 degrees right now in Sun Prairie. Look for partly cloudy skies tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms in spots, low temperature dropping to 65. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that unfortunately doesn't include a lot of rain, but there will be at least some chances over the next few days.
All right, Gary, thank you. Catherine Merck has been in Wildfire County for several hours now, tracking down more information on the pallet fire, and she's live tonight outside the Coloma Fire Department. Catherine?
Eric, within the last hour, we learned that 400 acres of land were burned from this fire. That's down from the original estimate of 800 that we learned at today's press conference. And we also now know that 99% of this fire is contained. That's according to information from the Department of Natural Resources. And earlier today, we were here outside of the Coloma Fire Department. And now you can see behind me, crews are starting to return as things continue to calm down here in Coloma. But earlier today, this was the site we saw here from this same spot. We were able to see flames all the way from Portage from this fire. Crews still do not know what started the fire or if anybody was injured. The Department of Natural Resources gave us some information about what we could have expected from the fire this size heading into the rest of the night.
So what's usual in Wisconsin, we can have some large fires, but typically they are contained within a day. That is what's normal for Wisconsin. So the area will remain closed. Firefighters will be working to make sure that they'll be checking on houses, they'll be putting out hot spots, and mopping up is the term that we use to make sure that all those areas of fire out. So we are looking at the public not being allowed in that area. It's going to be some time.
There are some photos of the flames that viewers sent our way. Take a look at your screen right now for some of those. The people that evacuated this area because of the fire took shelter at the Coloma Community Center not too far from here. About 30 people were there, and a lot of them live in these rural communities, and they say that they were frightened about what this could have meant for their home. That's according to organizers.
They want to see what's going on at home because we haven't had much of any information of if it's still standing or not. And of course, the Amish that are here, it is all of their livestock. It is everything to them. And they just had to pick up their kids and come down here.
And while the situation is calming down for the evening with 99% of this fire now contained, the Department of Natural Resources is telling us they're going to continue to provide us more information as it becomes available. Again, we still don't know how the fire started, if anyone was injured, anything more about those 3 structures. So make sure to stick with us on air and online on News 3 Now and channel3000.com for the latest information. Reporting live in Coloma, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.